K2 is literally two Ks. One is initial K of KAIST in South Korea. The other K is initial K of Kyushu University in Japan. The K2 is a collaborative initiative between KAIST and Kyushu University. And we have just launched K2 Design Lab, which is based in Asia. It is based in Asia, but our activities are not limited in Asia. We would like to provide a platform where various experts from the world with different backgrounds gather and collaborate and discuss our future. And we would like to create a lot of design projects. We hope that something interesting is always happening in K2 Design Lab.
And the uncertain, fast-changing and complex corporate world has to catch up with such a situation. This means creativity-driven open innovation is necessary for them. I believe University-owned Design Lab will take a critical role if we achieve such a purpose, because university naturally has its own mutual character that attracts a wide variety of creative people to come together and collaborate with each other.
I think there's some exciting ideas. There's a lot of material for debate, and that's actually the purpose of this final outcome. So the films that we see at the end of the week are not meant to be solutions so much. They're really a kind of provocation or a starting point for a longer conversation. And I am pretty excited that the work that the students are producing is going to do just that. It will really help us think differently about the way that the city could be. So in this workshop, we've focused on Fukuoka 2030, right? And the reason that we're thinking about the future with this student group is because we want to prime people to think about how systems might change over time. And systems change slowly very often. And so it's easy to get caught up in the kind of reality of how slowly things change, and that leads to really minor incremental thinking. But in fact, it's important to also, I think, kind of maintain this optimism that if we want to as a society, we can change really essential things like how we move, how we find peace of mind, how we build community together, how we work, how we learn, how we have our domestic life. That all of these are kind of traditions or norms that we've inherited from the past. And we do kind of adjust them every year, right, as a society, but we can also do that more intentionally. And so focusing on 2030 or 2050 or some date, and for us we've chosen 2030, it's a way of really putting people like very focused on the idea of a big change is possible.
K2 seems to me to be an extraordinarily promising initiative. When it was first described to me, it was in terms of creating the foundations of a design culture in that part of the continent that would link, in this case, Japan and South Korea. So what I've seen across Asia are some really top-notch design schools producing some extremely talented and proficient design students. So what seems to be happening and what seems to be the promise of K2 is the beginning stages of creating that regional infrastructure of design. And when that happens, it could prove to be a terrifically powerful phenomenon, and I'm eager to see how it unfolds, and I hope to be a part of it as it does so.
We need to think of future, even if this first time it was quite successful, but there's still some room for more improvement in the future. First of all, that we should more actively engage into inviting around the world more different nationalities, different schools, and also that I think it shouldn't be just only held in those Kyushu. We should really actively seek for the future to go K2 in another place, not necessarily KAIST or Kyushu. Maybe we can send our K2 that platform to where design problem exists. What if some where the design social innovation is really critically required? We can send it there, and among the local people, we can actively do engaging in having realistic field studies, and we can solve the problem. So that will be also a good future K2. By doing so, K2 is not just remaining Japan and Korea or Korea and Japan. It will be worldwide platform.